Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Melt with Nat and Jack. I'm Natalie. If it's your first time here, welcome. And if you're returning, thank you so much. Welcome back. Please don't mind my voice. I'm so sorry. I started to feel sick on Sunday night. Just couldn't stop sneezing. And the weather here has been, anyone who's from Jersey that's watching right now knows, it's freezing, or not even freezing. We haven't gotten freezing. It's cold or it's hot. And it keeps bouncing back and forth. Like today is like a summer day to me. So I think a lot of people I talk to right now are like, I got it too. So it's definitely the weather bouncing back and forth and stress. So apologizing ahead of time for my voice. I will do my best to get through this, but I have empties I haven't done in 2 weeks. I have behind me, you could see the Scentsy, that's my clearance. I have 4 big boxes. I think one is my monthly club. I have a Rose Girls RTS, and I really wanted to get through these because they've been sitting here now and building up, and I just wanted to try to get through it. So hope you stick around. If not, thank you for stopping by. Okay, so I'm going to start with candles. Country candle from Kringle. I did pumpkin waffle cone, and it really, I burned it. And then after I wasn't smelling anything, I put this in the crock, because a lot of times I can't get a good scent and throw when I put it in the crock. It really comes to life. But this, not so much. It definitely did better in the crock. I smelled it in the crock better than I did when I was burning it, but it wouldn't be a repurchase for me. I think everything else is Bath and Body Works. Pumpkin carving I burned in my guest bathroom, and then I put it underneath my lamp in my office. Oh, it smells so good. They do not have the notes on the single wick, so it's pretty much like it's a pumpkin scent. I think like apples might be in it, pumpkin and apples, I believe. Ice lemon pound cake. I love this one. It's almost, I think it's pretty much in, not every time I do my empties, but I do ice lemon pound cake a lot. Autumn Woods. Oh my God, I love this one. It's very much a fresh, clean, fresh air scent. I think this is Maggie loves this one too. And I have it in 3 wicks. Do I have any 3 wicks here? No, I didn't. I think I have a 3 wick like I'm starting to burn, but I didn't finish it yet. And I love this Autumn Woods. Has anyone had Autumn Woods? That was a new one for me, and I absolutely love it, and I'm happy I have backups. Pumpkin Bonfire. It's like pumpkin and campfire scent. It's so, so good. I really enjoy this. Same thing. I burned it in the guest bathroom, and then it went under a lamp. 3 wicks. Vanilla Pumpkin Creme. And this is Creamy Pumpkin Vanilla Cream Fresh Ground Nutmeg Graham Cracker Crust. Loved it. Absolutely would get this one again next year. Look at that label. I think I'm going to take this and freeze it and use this jar. I love that jar. Fresh Fall Morning is Citrus Zest, Woodland Sage, and Red Delicious Apples. Love that one. Pumpkin Peanut Brittle. I have 1 backup, I think, left of it. It is Crunchy Caramel Brittle, Salty Peanuts, Toasted Pumpkin Seeds. If I could get my hands on any more of this, I'm going to grab more of this one. Oh, I loved it. So I burned it, and then I put it in the crock in the game room here. It went for days, just for days. Every time you'd even walk past this room and not even be thinking what's going on in here, I'd be like, oh my God, that candle smells so good. Old Fashioned Cider Donut, another one I burned. I actually just took this out from under the lamp in here. In this room, I have a crock like on this side and then a lamp over on that side. And I had this under the lamp, and another one I would definitely repurchase. I loved it. And then the last candle is Palo Santo. And we know this Palo Santo, it's a woodsy scent. Yeah, it says Palo Santo, woodsy, warm amber, soft musk. Love Palo. I have so many backups of their Palo, single wick, 3 wick. I love it, especially when I'm doing Palo wax, like warming. It's really, really good. The sun just went down, so my lights now went down. So now I feel like I'm sitting in the dark on you guys. Maybe I'll move this up a little bit, if that's better, I don't know. Okay, I got through wallflowers. I replaced wallflowers in my house. I replaced one in my guest bedroom. I did stress relief, eucalyptus and spearmint. I love this in a candle. I love it in the wallflowers. Harvest Gathering. I actually have the eucalyptus and spearmint as the hand wash by my kitchen sink. The hand sanitizer. I love it. And then I had 2 pumpkin pecan waffles in the double pack. And I have this going in my basement. I have the note in there that says basement. Okay, now for wax. I had a sample from Vintage Chic, and this is, with my luck, they'll cast Tori Spelling, and this is Grape Airheads and Fresh Picked Strawberries, Blonde Moments. So Kirby gives nice size samples, so I cut it in half, and I did it, half of it in the basement like a week and a half ago, and then I did the other half over the weekend. It smells so good. I'm not big on grape, but I love it with this Blonde Moments and the Fresh Picked Strawberries. Really, really good. I liked it a lot. I would get more of that. I liked it. Spring. Ava's Butter Fudge Marshmallow, another one I did in the basement, and this went all day into the next day. This one sample, and I loved it. It was so good. April. You can tell I'm not feeling good. I'm sorry. Apple Maple Bourbon, another Ava's sample, and this was good, but it wasn't a repurchase for me. I don't like maple with bourbon. I've had maple with bourbon before in wax, and I don't know why. I just don't. I like bourbon in other blends. I like maple with other blends, but the maple with the bourbon is just not my favorite. Like, not something I look for, but I'm happy I tried it. Okay. Sassy Girl Aroma, October Kiss. It's pumpkin pecan waffle, butter brickle, and zucchini bread. My note says, wow, this was so, so good. I would buy this in a loaf. So, October Kiss. Harper James Campfire Espresso. And I wrote, I really like this. It went for 8 hours. It was a sweet marshmallow that came out of it, and I enjoyed it, but it's not a repurchase. So I think it was more like sweet marshmallow more than the espresso. I wish the espresso would have came out more in it. And I love L3's espresso. So, oh, sorry, I got laundry going too here. But I'm happy I tried it. It was good. I liked it. I enjoyed it, but not a repurchase. Sensationals. This is one of the ones I picked up at Walmart. I finally got one of them done. And this was pumpkin apple muffins. And I really liked it a lot. I actually wrote so good, and it went all day on my note. Oh, I still smell it. I would get more of this one. Pumpkin apple muffins. If I see it, I would pick up more for next year. I like this a lot. Okay. This one I'm sad to say. It was a whole loaf. Pumpkin from Southbound. Pumpkin cream puffs. Sweet pumpkin, buttery pastry dough, creamy vanilla custard, sweet cream, confectionery sugar, and a hint of spice. All right up my alley, right? So when I smelled it on cold, and I let it sit like 2 months, I smelled nothing on cold. That's happened to me before, that on cold I don't smell it, and then I put it in the warmers, and an hour later I'm like, oh my God, I love it. So I was really thinking that was going to happen with this, because I've had Southbound's cream puffs in other scents, not the pumpkin one, but in other scents that I really liked a lot, like to repurchase. But I got zero cent on this. I used the whole loaf throughout all my warmers in my open concept, even in my home office. I waited like 2 hours, and then I just went and I'm like, okay, is it me? I went and put my nose right over the warmer. Zero. I got nothing out of this. So this This was my disappointment of everything was this one. I got a couple others from the fall collection too that I'm not loaves. That I'm not smelling on cold, so I'm hoping I might just let them wait till next fall. I'm not going to warm them. I'm going to wait because what's the sense if I just think let me just wait on them. Super Tarts, I did Alien and Casper. Her Casper used to be, I think, Boo. And this is apple cider, vanilla bean donuts, toasted marshmallows, cornbread, and Mexican fried ice cream. So I did this one yesterday in my room, and I liked it. It was really good, but like not, I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, it was like a 5 scent and throw. No, a 5 throw. The scent was, I loved the scent, but the throw, it just didn't throw that good. Again, I have another whole clamshell of this. I'm not stuffed up. I can smell fine, or else I'd say because I'm stuffy it could be, because I am smelling a lot of other ones I'm warming. But I do have another whole clamshell of this, so I'm gonna try it again. I didn't not like it, but it wasn't like wow. It wasn't strong. I had 2 souffles from over a year ago of the Pharmacist's Daughter of Coastal Fare. It's cotton candy, candied apple, zucchini bread, salted caramel popcorn, and cinnamon sugar donuts. So I had 2 souffles, and I chopped these up, and I did these through the open concept, like my dining room and my family room and kitchen. Oh my God, this was so good. I wrote, this scent is so freaking good, I need more. That's what I wrote. It went for 6 hours. It was poured July 21st last year, and it went 6 hours, which was fine. I really enjoyed it a lot. Okay, so I should have stuck with Super Tarts again. I got orange glazed pumpkin rolls. Let's see if I can. It's orange zest pumpkin roll, buttercream, brown sugar, and vanilla ice cream. And I already see I wrote, this is not a repurchase. What else did I write? I wrote, it was a soft scent, but a sweet scent. It was a 4 and a throw, not a repurchase. I changed it after 3 hours, and I could have changed it after 2 hours. I let it go an extra hour. So that's this one, not a repurchase. Another one of Super Tarts is Morning Walk, smells like fall. It's brisk air, morning dew, fall leaves, warm amber, dirt, apple, pumpkin, and lemon. So I wrote on my note, on cold, loved it. It smelled so good on cold, but on warm, it was very light. I had a peanut butter sampler from L3, which I still have quite a few left. Every one of them I warm, I love. This one was fresh baked bread, peanut butter, strawberry jam, and it was a nice chunk of it in her sampler. And again, from last summer, I believe I got this. So I did this in my room and loved it. The strawberry and the peanut butter, still even in here. I loved it. If she did another peanut butter, I don't normally buy samplers because they're small, but L3 gives you really nice size with the samplers. So I was really happy with this, and I would get more. Okay, I have more L3 here. Today is October 3rd, buttered popcorn. I had this in a Bitty Betty, and today's October 3rd is her Palo Toasted Mallow Sugar Cookie Royale. I've talked about her. Today is October 3rd all the time. It's one of my absolute favorite scents ever, and this is definitely, I am going to request she does this one. I want more. Today is October 3rd, buttered popcorn. It was so good. One of my favorites of my melting in since my last round. Mac apple zucchini bread. I talked about this one in my last empties. I had some chunks left. Well, that night I saw she was taking requests, and somebody requested Mac apple zucchini bread, and this was over a year old. And I seconded it. She threw it on last minute. So I got 2 new loaves coming, knowing that it definitely, like this one was over a year old, so I'm fine with that. Plus I'll double bag it. Loved Mac apple zucchini bread, guys. If you love apple and you love zucchini bread, I'm telling you, this is the bomb. It's a 10 cent throw, 10. Love it. I don't need to keep it because I have 2 loaves coming. Okay, Dessa's. I did her pumpkin pecan waffles. It's pumpkin waffles topped with pecans, warm maple syrup, brown sugar, and Bath & Body Works dupe. And it was good. It's not a repurchase for me. I have other pumpkin pecan waffles that I think I like more. I don't know if it's because they're blended with like things that just like make that I like it better. But it was good, but not a repurchase. This one is, I even wrote on here, next year, get a loaf of this. Her country corn maze. It's fresh cornbread baked in a cast iron skillet, smothered in apple butter caramel sauce. Guys, if she did anything and she does this again, I am getting a loaf. I'm holding on to this, to my repurchase basket for, I don't think she's going to do it again till next year. But I want that in a loaf. I had it. That was a brittle. Rose Girls. Salem. Pumpkin pecan waffles, campfire marshmallow, and vanilla sandalwood. This is Salem. I know I really liked it. Let me just see what my note says. Loved the scent. It was a medium throw, and it went for about 5 to 6 hours. So I really liked the scent. It was a medium throw, 5 to 6 hours for me. Campfire marshmallow is one of my absolute favorites of Rose Girls. I have 4 bags left from when I bought 8 bags last time, and I just bought 3 more bags from her because she doesn't offer campfire marshmallow often by itself. It's normally in blends. So when she does offer it by itself, I always stock up. I love campfire marshmallow. Harvest Bake Sale and Cookie Land. I said this went all day. Let me pull the note out. It's a little blurry in there from the wax. This went the whole day, and every time I walked by my warmers, yum. That, oh, and I wrote in and out. Now I'm remembering. That day I had errands to run, so I ran out, did some errands, came home. A couple hours later, I ran out again, came back home, and every time I'd go out, when I would come back home, I'd walk in my house and be like, oh my God, it smells so good. So Harvest Bake Sale and Cookie Land next year for fall. This is going to go in my basket for my fall reorders for next year. Loved it. And then her pumpkin monster cookies. They were so, so good. I do have another mini melter bag of this, and I think I might do a little bit of mixing with it, but I did love it on its own, and I would repurchase this, but I'm going to do some mixing with it. Okay, well, let me keep on going with finish. I finished a scoopable from Scoopable Tart Wax from Kathy, Jenny's mom, in Color Outside the Lines. I have another one. I bought 2. It's the Witching Hour, Palo Santo, and Honey. Guys, I love, love, love this. I was working on this like at night in my room, and the other one I have, I'm going to probably be hoarding it because that's how much I loved it. Really, really good. Really, really good. Another one I finished from Kathy's Scoopable Tart Wax was Cool Beans, Peppermint, Sweet Lavender, and Vanilla Bean Noel. This, again, another one I loved, loved, loved. Both of these are definite repurchases. Okay, what I didn't finish, I had half a pie from Kathy's Scoopable in Circus Concession, which I call Charity's Wax. This is her, she loves this and got me hooked on this. And it's cotton candy frosting, ooey gooey caramel, Macintosh Madness funnel cake. So I have this left of it. It was half a pie. I used half of it. And I love, I absolutely get, Charity loves it. I want to get this in a scoopable too and try it in a scoop. I love that. It's absolutely like walking into a carnival. I love it. Another one that's one of my absolute favorites. Edit and I were talking about this a couple weeks ago because she did a picture of it on Facebook and I let her know I was warming it on the same day. Definite repurchase. This might be my second or third loaf even that I've gotten, but I will always have a backup of this. It's L3's fresh out of the oven. It's fresh baked bread, sliced pears, brown sugar, and butter. So I do have a few pieces left, and it's fresh out of the oven, even through the bag. Guys, if you're a bakery lover, this is so, so good. Then Teddy B's. I have a little piece left here of cinnamon toast coffee bean a la mode. And let's see if I can read this. Brown sugar, cinnamon, buttery pastry dough, vanilla, buttercream, layered with coffee beans, ice cream, and vanilla waffle, cone, whipped cream, and caramel. So it's cinnamon toast coffee bean a la mode from Teddy B's. And this isn't, it's not a strong coffee, but I find for me, really not much of Teddy B's are powerhouses. They just come off very, just a beautiful scent, but not a punch you in the face scent. And with my coffee blends, I kind of like them stronger. So, and I love Teddy B's, so many, and there are a couple that are stronger, but I find more for me, 70% of her stuff is, you smell it, it's beautiful, you love it, you'd repurchase it, but it's not strong enough. And when it comes to my coffee in the morning, when I want to smell coffee, I want it strong. So I would not repurchase that, but there's so many of Teddy B's I repurchase, so it's okay. Then I'm working on, my friend Jen, in her random act of kindness, sent to me a box and with Vintage Chic. And this one is Fiona's Supreme Witch. And it's cider cupcakes, cream cheese frosting, Granny Smith apples, and waffle cone. It's from October 2021. So this is going on 2 years old. When they say Vintage Chic, the longer it sits, the better it gets. It's so true. I have so much Vintage Chic that I have been holding on to that I'm going to start now getting into, like Christmas scents I bought last year but didn't warm. So if you have Vintage Chic, just know that her stuff, the longer it sits, the better it gets, so you can work on other ones. And that's my my weekly, 2 weeks, I don't even know what it is. I got to go back on my channel, look at the last time I did empties. I'm going to do my Scentsy empties probably tomorrow. A couple other videos today. And if you stayed till the end, thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.